surrounding. Did you guys hear anything in the back about his eye or him going to the hospital?
I just got a nasty picture of it on Instagram. You guys gotta check it out. It looks like a mix between Swamp Thing and PT. Tough sport we're in.
Did you think it was maybe a little uncalled for the repeated thumbs to the eye, or truly an accident?
I don't know if it was the thumbs to the eye. I think it might have been. I mean, it was definitely an accident. Those things are accidents. I think the very end, if Brown would have had a little more output with a little more power on it, he was like, try to kill him, and then the ref would be like, "Oh, I'm gonna protect this guy." But if you're just being like, "Hey, I can hit this guy if I want to," yeah, but you gonna hurt him or not? So
it seems like he rang his bell with that back to belly suplex or whatever it was, that just like drop suplex thing.
Yeah.
It kind of like held his arm in and he hit his head. Do you think that contributed to the eye or just the finish?
Who knows? I was looking at TJ and Cruz. That's all I was worried about, to be honest. That fight looked like it was. I thought it was like a 30-minute fight. I mean, no offense to those guys, but I'm like, let's get Cruz and Dillashaw out there.
Is it at all bittersweet seeing Dillashaw lose the belt? I mean, you guys were so close for so long. You helped him get to the top, and now he's back down. I mean, how was it from your perspective?
I've got a lot of mixed feelings with this. It was real emotional for me watching that fight, and you go to instincts when you're in a fight situation. And I was in that fight, and my instincts started rooting for TJ just because that's been my guy since 7 years now. So then you remember the circumstances and everything, but the truth is, the thing I don't like about the whole situation with TJ leaving the team is the way he did it, the way he said one thing, was doing another, the way that he tried to rally guys behind my back because I told him, hey, if you're going to not be on our team, you can't still be on our team. You want to go get paid over here, but come do all of this, after training, off-season training with us, and come beat up our guys, and come watch our up-and-comers. I know because he's a competitive guy, and I'm like, TJ, if you want to be friends, we can build a friendship outside of this, but you can't do that. You can't be on both teams just so you don't get paid. That's not the gig. And on top of that, Dwayne's being a psycho, trying to actively break our team down, secretly texting guys and saying they don't have what it takes to be champions, and doing all these things that are like a crazy ex-girlfriend would do, and so he's siding with that, and then he's wanting to be on the other team but also be on our team, and I said, no, you can't do that. And then all of a sudden he's a victim. So I don't like that at all, but I got a lot of love for TJ. I mean, he's come up under my wing, and it is what it is. He fought a great fight. We talked about beating Dominick Cruz for a long time. I would have liked to have been there to help him because I fought Cruz. I thought I could have added some input. But he believes what he believes. Perception is reality. Whatever he thinks, whatever. It's unfortunate because it's a little bit cancerous. Other guys in the team start thinking, oh, we don't have it. No, he got paid. He's getting pulled over by Dwayne. He's getting paid off him. It's like, on top of that, managers probably tell him you leave the team, now you can fight Urijah. That's the biggest fight in the division, period. So whatever the case, TJ, he'll be back. He'll be good. I don't have to fight the guy. I mean, it'd just be weird for me. It'd be the most emotional I've been in a fight, that's for sure.
So I heard originally you were supposed to be in Mexico right now, and it was quite a struggle for the UFC to get you up here. I mean, were you intentionally trying to remove yourself from all of this and just get away from it?
Yeah, this is drama. I see TJ's family, who I used to be close with, and I see Dominick Cruz, who I don't really like very much, and I see Dwayne Ludwig, who's a nutball, whatever, and I'm like, I don't want to be around all that. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go to Mexico. I got a place in Mexico, just sit in the sun, get some good rays and watch the fight. Kick back with my buddies in Sayulita, and they paid me.
So they paid you to come up here, but
they didn't pay me. I did a couple appearances, but I got paid for that.
No sense of you, no direction from them for you to get into the cage afterwards, no talk of anything like that?
People have asked me if I'm going to get in the cage. Look, people want to see that fight. People know about me. I mean, I'm not going to get in there. I had nothing to say.
Cruz could be next for you? Is that the fight that you're going to be angling for?
Yeah, that's the fight for me next. 100%. We've been trying to do this fight forever. Somehow the UFC messed up and put us in this promotional thing where we had to do teamwork on this military exhibit. We're about to fight each other, and they put us on this PR thing. We actually for 2 days got along pretty well, and exchanged phone numbers somewhere in there. He got my phone number at some point.
Excuse me?
So throughout the years, we've talked shit privately. Let's go, motherfucker. Like, well, you gonna heal up? You know, I mean, I could read these. I mean, once every year.
No, please do.
Once every year, we talk some shit. Let me see what I got here.
No, yeah, just screenshot
It's been a
them,
long
send them to me.
But yeah, so to be honest, this is a fight that's been coming for a long time.
So Uriah, quick question while you're looking for that. You're talking about how Dwayne's like kind of seeming to maybe cross some boundaries that you don't want to be crossed or what have you. I mean, have there been threats of physical violence? Not that you could handle yourself. Have there been?
That's right.
But I mean, like, you know, have you ever almost not feared for your own safety, but thought about your own safety with like he might do something that, you know?
No, I would fear for his safety. Period. I mean, we have Darren Elkins train with us. He smashed the dude, and we got everyone on our team can beat Dwayne Ledley. But anyways,
I hate to say it, that's what the Foxcatcher guys said.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Weirdo stuff?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You know what? Here's the thing with Dwayne. He's an emotional guy. He's got some instability. It comes out. The whole beef between us is about imaginary money that doesn't exist. Because I agreed, because no one else was willing to give up their discretionary bonuses, because I agreed to give him extra money, and those are discretionary, so you don't know where they're coming. So there's imaginary money that he thinks he's being ripped off for, and he can't get it out of his head. It's bizarre. I've never had a money issue with anyone. I've actually given TJ money. I've given, Chad Mendez money. I provided 41% of his pay when he was on our team. You know, and the guys gotta imagine. Well, because I was a top breadwinner, and I was also giving bonuses. So it's bizarre to me. I mean, the dysfunction follows that guy, and I mean, he's actually. He can be a sweet guy. When he was coaching for me and with me, it was like, sometimes he was like so thankful for the opportunity. He's never seen an environment like this before, and this team is so rare, and this and that. Then it was like, where's my money that doesn't exist? And I know you got something because I used to get something. I'm like, bro, I don't know what to do with you, bud. I mean, do your thing. You know, I actually coach him. I'm not going to get into it, but the bottom line is, you don't cry over spilled milk. I feel bad for TJ because I know what a competitive guy is, and that guy really trains his butt off. It's getting manipulated by people here and there, or going for money over where he's built and stuff like that. That's all secondhand to the fact that he's a human being and he's an emotional guy, and he's going to take this really hard. When he lost to Suekoff, I had to give him a pep talk. I told him, TJ, look, I said, how you feeling? He said, I've been pretty down and out. All I said was, you can't be so emotionally invested with a win and loss like that, or else you're not going to enjoy this thing, and that's going to hurt you. And he's like, thank you for that. I've been mentoring that guy, so I mean, I feel for him.
So you envision a situation where TJ could come back to alpha male down the line, or do you think that bridge?
It's a weird situation. I don't foresee that. What he started to do once I told him he couldn't be in the gym because he's not on the team. He started recruiting our guys. And, it's like like I said, it's cancerous. Where you have to have someone make a little bit of doubt, a little bit of fear in your mind. That stuff's contagious. Perception is reality. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, whether you think you're getting better, or you think you have the right coaches, and this and that. We have all these freaking coaches in there. Somebody's convinced somebody that they don't have the right coach. It's like, dude, trust me, we built a team of guys from the ground up. My next up-and-comers are Joseph Morales, Angelo Trevino, Andrew Coyne, Cody No Love. These are guys, the first three I named have been with me since they were 10, 11. You think they're going to get sold off when they're champions? No.
So what do you think about the judges tonight as far as their such wide opinions and
that was bizarre, huh?
What do you think they were looking at? As far as attempted aggression, successful.
Okay, I would say this: TJ definitely moved forward more and probably threw more punches, but Cruz was backing up, making him miss into connecting, getting him frustrated, and then if he did get caught with something big, he'd fire back with 4 or 5 punches, boom, 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 and land him, and then he also baited him into deep takedowns, and a guy that doesn't get taken down very much and controlled him a little bit. So, it was pretty obvious to me.
It seemed like TJ, he really looked to get quite frustrated in there. He was
Trust me.
looked to get angry. I mean, could you give some insight into
Dude,
how that is?
you want insight on TJ being frustrated? I had to talk that guy off a ledge. I mean, on a daily basis when he first started training with us, because he's, you know, he'd start crying, and you know, if he'd like try to kill somebody if they got one punch on him and they didn't think they should. You know, like he's a competitive guy, so I knew, and I said I didn't want to share my insight on the fight. I knew his temper was going to be a problem in this fight. I knew that for a fact. I know him.
Do you think Dom was trying to fuel the fire, or do you think he was just calling it how he saw it? Do you think he was going, you are getting used and abused by your, you know, who you're training with now, to get him mad, or do you think he legit felt that way?
I didn't listen to one interview that those guys did. Listen, when you're dealing with a bunch of crap, the last thing you want to do is be like a pig in crap and roll around in it. I try to focus on my new house. I'm building my new young guys that are loyal to me, and finding solutions for our team, which is the best team in the world, and not worry about that. You don't worry about. And Conor McGregor said it. You know, champions focus on. What is it? Losers focus on champions, and champions focus on champions.
Yeah, whatever it is. I take your word for it.
Yeah. Basically, think about yourself.
I missed it earlier. Did you talk about Dominic and the Kenny Florian comment? Did you?
No, what'd he say?
Oh,
I heard he say something.
Said you look like you said I look pasty.
no, you said Kenny Florian copy and paste. Stop copying.
Oh,
and
stop
paste.
copying
You
and
paste.
paste.
Oh, sorry. I thought
Oh,
you
he's
said that
probably
earlier.
no.
Oh.
He's probably talking about, you
Yeah.
know, Dom prides himself on commentary or whatever, which was, you know, and that was the knee. He had to pay the bills, so he's back as champ. You got to give him props.
But no, I guess there's no such thing as a guarantee. But is there anything that guarantees you that you'll be fighting Dom?
Nope. I haven't heard one guarantee, but I mean, they're not dummies. You know, there's one guy that's beat Cruz, and we had a knockdown drag out the second time. I put him on his butt on multiple occasions. You know, it's something we've been building up for a long time.
Did you think it was kind of inevitable coming into tonight that you fight both of them, one way or the other? I mean, in some order, but you'll fight both of them?
No, I don't really want to fight TJ. I never wanted to fight TJ. I mean, I turned that fight down twice, but you know, you can't put your own life on the back burner for friendship, especially when the friendship's been removed because of greed or someone else's manipulation or whatever, or a loss in confidence in what he's been doing or whatever the deal is. The way I was treated in the situation, you know, showed me that he's not one of my good friends. So that's that, and I'm not going to stop my own path to greatness because of that.
When were you?
I don't want to fight him.
I'm sorry. You said you were offered it twice. When was that?
I was supposed to fight a Suekoff before he got injured. I can't remember who I ended up fighting. And then I got a phone call from Dana, and I feel like he was in a press conference. I mean, he was like in a boardroom or something, and he was just like, they had a bet or something. He's like, hey, what if I told you I want you to fight TJ next instead of a Suekoff? And I'm like, man, I don't think I could, man. That's my boy. And he's like, all right, click.
When was this? When was this? Like a year and a half, 2 years ago?
Dude, when I look at my years, I have to go back and look at my 41 fights, and I'll tell you what year it is depending on the fight. I'll be like, that was right before I was supposed to fight a Suekoff, and I fought this guy. I fought right before I fought Charlie Valencia.
But are we
And I'll go
talking
look
like
at
more than a year, more than two?
But yeah, a couple
okay.
years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
All
was
right,
right
we're
when TJ
gonna
got
wrap this up because we're gonna start a press conference.
Yeah.
We good?
Thanks, Rock.
All right, thanks, Rod.
You got